Hello and welcome, crochet friends. In this video I'm going to show you how to crochet the raised double rib stitch. This stitch has a raised texture that looks the same on both sides, and it also looks similar to the knitted ribbing stitch. It has strong defined vertical lines and a chunky ribbed texture that I really love. It works beautifully for projects that need a stretchy, cozy, or structured fabric. It's great for blankets, scarves, hats, bags, or even sweaters. You can use any type of yarn, any hook size to achieve different looks and different textures. For this tutorial, I'll be working up a sample swatch. And before we begin, make sure to download and print off the crochet pattern first. And this is what the pattern looks like. And make sure to check out the blanket reference chart to see how this stitch works up in a blanket, or take a look at the scarf reference chart if you'd like to try a scarf. Okay, so let's talk about the materials I used for this video. For the yarn, I used a number 4 worsted weight yarn in the colors Antique, Teal, and Cream. And for the hook, I used a 6.0 millimeter. This translates into a US size J10. Now you don't have to stick with the exact yarn and hook that I'm using. Feel free to choose any yarn and pair it with the right hook size for your project. So this stitch pattern works beautifully with all kinds of yarn weights. The only other tools you'll need are a yarn needle and a good pair of scissors. For this pattern, you will need to know how to do the front and back raised double crochet, and I will teach you how to do that in this video. You will need to know how to double crochet. You will need to know the abbreviation T chain 3, and that's just basically a chain 3 and then turn your work, and I will demonstrate that in this video as well. You will need to know the more common terms such as skip, repeat, and stitches. The chain multiple for this stitch pattern is 4 plus 2, so we will be doing a foundation chain of 30 plus 2 for a total of 32. Now, if you don't understand what a chain multiple is, I will have a video link in the pattern that you can go and watch. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm starting off by using the Antique Teal, and go ahead and make your slip knot. And we are going to chain 32. Okay, so while I'm chaining, I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video. So go ahead and just pause the video while you're chaining, and then press start when you're ready to continue. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put our first double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So I'm going to count these down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So yarn over. Push the hook through that 4th chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. That'll give us our first double crochet. Now all we're going to do is just double crochet all the way down this chain. So this first row is very simple. So I'll go ahead and do a few more double crochets slowly, and then I'll speed up the track again until I get to the very end of the row. So go ahead again and just pause the video and restart it when you're ready to move on to the next step. All right, so I'm just putting my very last double crochet into the very last chain. And before moving on, if you're doing this swatch with me, make sure you have 30 total double crochets. And if you choose to do a blanket or a scarf, just make sure that you have the right number of double crochets going across. Okay, let's move on to row 2. Okay, to start this row off, go ahead and chain 3. And the abbreviation is T chain 3, but that just means that it's a turning chain and that you're going to chain 3. When we start all of our rows, we're always going to skip the first double crochet on the previous row. So don't worry about working around this very first double crochet. So now what we're going to do is called an FRDC, and that's a front raised double crochet. I'm going to show you how to do that. So to do that, we're going to yarn over. We're going to insert the hook from the front around the stem on the double crochet. So I'm going to show you where the stem is first. So the stem is right here. And some crocheters call this a post, so you can call this a post as well as a stem. So normally you would crochet into the stitch, which would be up on top through the stitch, but we're not doing that, okay? What we're doing is we're going around the stem to the front, okay? So we're going to yarn over, go around the stem, around the front. I'm going to try to work this slowly so that you can really see. And then we just complete the stitch in the usual way. So you're going to yarn over, pull through the stem. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the BRDC, which is the back raised double crochet. So instead of going to the front like we did last time, we're actually going to take this around and go through the back like this, okay? So we're going through the back of the stitch. Okay, so yarn over, go around the stem, but around the back this time. Go over the stem. Now yarn over and pull through the stem. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. Okay, so we're just going to repeat this pattern all the way across. We're going to go to the front and then we're going to go to the back. So when you're ready, let's do another one to the front, and we're going to yarn over the hook. We're going to go around the front of the stem, yarn over, pull that yarn through the stem, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, and then pull through the back 2 loops. Okay, so let's go slowly through the back again. So yarn over, put your hook into the back of the stem this time instead of the front. Yarn over, pull through the stem. There will now be 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. All right, now let's go to the front of the stem this time. Around this front of the stem, yarn over, pull through the stem, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to do a few more. And then what I'll do is speed up the track. And I will meet you back here for the last stitch on this row and show you how to get to the next row. Okay, so when we get to the end of the row, you will notice that we still have that chain 3. Now we do want to work into that chain 3, okay, because that will complete the row. So what we're going to do is, in the last stitch, you should have worked behind. In this chain 3, you always work in front, okay? So make sure to go around the front of the stem. Remember to yarn over and pull through the stem, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And this is how we will end every row from now on. Okay, so now to get to the next row, we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to turn our work. So just like last time, we're not going to use this first double crochet. Okay, so that's going to be the same on every row. So, but what you're going to do is you're going to go around the front post or front stem, just like we've been doing. So when you're ready, yarn over, insert around the front stem, yarn over, pull through the stem, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the second 2 loops. Now, just like last time, we're going to continue to go around the back of the stem next and work that double crochet into the back of that stem or post. Okay, so I want you to remember with this stitch pattern, the front raised double crochet is always worked into the previous front raised double crochet, and the back raised double crochet is always worked into the previous back raised double crochet. So instead of alternating each time, which you can do in some patterns, we're not going to do that. We're going to simply stack the stitches, keeping the same pattern going all the way through. I will now speed up the track again, so make sure to pause the video and press play when you're ready to come back and start the next step. I will be showing you how to change color, so go ahead and finish up this row and I'll meet you back here for the next row. All right, so now that we're at the end of this row, if you remember to go to the front of the chain 3 turn, that's great, you did it right. But I left mine out so I can just show you again. So remember that chain 3 turn, we're always going to do a front raised double crochet around the chain 3. Okay, so remember to yarn over, pull through the chain 3. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. And yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. So that's what it's looking like so far. It has a really pretty raised texture. I'm going to go ahead and teach you how to change color. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to backtrack this. And what we're going to do is we're going to work it. We're going to work it to the last 2 stitches. So I'll show you that slowly. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook around that chain 3 turn. We're going to pull up a loop. 3 loops on our hook, pull through the first 2 loops only, okay? So we're going to let that go, and this is how we change color. So go ahead and cut the tail end of the teal aqua, but leave it long enough so that we can sew it in later. Grab your cream yarn. Okay, go ahead and bend it. We're going to pull it through those 2 loops that are left on the hook. So pull it through, tighten it, and chain 1. Okay, so that's going to lock it in, and you'll have your tail end still sticking out. So instead of chaining 1 though, we need to chain 2 more. So go 1, 2, and we're going to turn our work. Okay, so we're just going to repeat that over and over and over again. So all we're going to do again, the front raised double crochet. So again, yarn over, go through the stem, and we're just doing the exact same thing. Go to the back, front, the back, and the front. All right, so since we're just repeating the pattern over and over again, I'm going to go ahead and speed up the track, show you the very end of this row and the beginning of the next row. So go ahead and just pause the video, catch up, and then restart when you're ready to move on. Okay, so we hit the end of row 3. Always make sure to go around the front of that last turning chain. Okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work. And so far it's looking really beautiful. I'm loving it so far. And we just do the exact same thing over and over again. All right, guys, so I've shown you everything you need to know to finish this swatch, and now you'll be able to use the raised rib stitch to make a blanket or any other project that you'd like. I'll also share a few helpful links in the pattern that you print out, including how to fasten off, weave in your loose ends, and any other videos that tie into this video's lesson. Thank you so much for watching this video, and before you go, if you love more crochet inspiration, come on over and check out my Stitch of the Month Club on Patreon. Even the free tiers come with little goodies, and if you decide to upgrade, you'll unlock all sorts of stuff. You'll get crochet stickers, coloring pages, printable tip cards, podcasts, behind-the-scenes videos, discounts, and I'm always adding tons more stuff every month, so just come on over and check it out. I even have fun crocheted themed adventures. So it's a cozy community full of creativity, and I will make sure to leave that Patreon link in this crochet pattern. Thank you so much again for watching, you guys, and have a great day.